Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. Oh? Demoiselle? Huh? Oh, did she fall in? Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here until dark if I hadn't come to get you? Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Melis. Oh, was I sleeping? Yes, it would appear so. I must be tired. That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk. Oh, right, I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet, have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange. Is something the matter, Demoiselle? Oh, no, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk. Do you remember Mr. Giovanni? He requested our help with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago. We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment. Right, yes, I remember now. Oh, Miss Navia. And Mr. Melis and Mr. Silver too. It's good to see you, all of you. Oh, hey, how have you been? I've been great, thanks to your help. Those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking on my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Albanus, was getting fed up with them. Are these all the people that dissolved? Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say. That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again? Oh yes, one moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help. This is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse. Did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Melis, do we still have some empty flower pots at home, right? Why? We can have as many pots as you like, Demoiselle. Perfect. In that case, I'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Miss Burnett's flowers. Very well. Wait, something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madame, if I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct? That's right. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before, sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go? You must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today. We do? Like what? Well now, did you forget? Miss Navia, there you are. I've been looking for you. Please come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin. My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House? Yeah, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going. Alright then. Wait. Are we going to be able to save... We gotta save Navia, because Navia is too important, I think. Like, plot-wise, she cannot have perished at this point in time. But how are we gonna... How come we couldn't save the others? Yes, these are also things from the list. Look, it's Navia, she's here. And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here. There's sure a lot of people here to see the trial, and they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joinville, Julienne, SNS. Why are there so many people here, and why do I have no recollection of this case? And as the judge, where's Monsieur Nivelette? Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you. Alright, but are you sure you can stand behind me? Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception. Hey, what kind of place do they think this is? Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing? Seriously? Enough with the whispering. Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Nivelette is and why I'm standing trial? My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callis' successor, the head of the Spina di Rosala, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callis had. If anyone reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosala fought for the well-being of those in Poisson. In a moment, are you just proving that I'm a good person? Yes, correct, absolutely right, and that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us, we are inseparable. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked, and with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honourable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You'll be together with us forever. Huh? What are you saying? Ah, everything you said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all. But what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss? Oh, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments. How wonderful, Miss Navia! I know all these people. Why are they laughing? Huh? I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is... Wait just a moment. This isn't right. Ellis? What was that, Mr. Mellis? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty. Stay here, Navia. You're one of us. Mademoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever. I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady, Mr. Joinville. You only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind. She is born of free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus could not stop her. Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acts as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise. Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all, it will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now I speak for everyone, our opinion is consistent, Navia should stay, we and Navia are one. And you would call this justice? Preposterous! You are merely jealous that Mademoiselle has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent? Do you mean to defy our justice? If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it? As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice. Ugh, my head, it hurts. Demoiselle. Silver, it hurts, my head is spinning, all I can see is stars swelling in front of me. I remember now everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Furina, Desiree, Joinville, Jolien, Essenez, and Mr. Gavarni and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Madison Silver, I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead. Don't be afraid and don't admit guilt, we will protect you to the very end. Absurd, who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all. Don't let them escape. We shall keep Navia here with us. Mr. Menace and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. Oh. Yes, okay, this is the primordial sea trying to claim her. But how is she going to be unclaimed? Is it... Did we pull her out in time? After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson. What are you saying? No more excuses. He says we're jealous. Jealous? Huh? How could she possibly be an independent individual? What's with these people? Who's jealous of her? She belongs to us. Miss Navia, she... Silence. Yvette. Huh? That's... Monsieur Yvette? Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from an unauthorized party. Oh, thanks, Monsieur Yvette. Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time. But... Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What? What? Can't bear to leave us behind or something? Malice? My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye. Malice, Silver. Quickly, you must come now. Goodbye, Demoiselle. Farewell. Oh, Sir Raven's here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I will drink some water. I am hydrated. Yeah, that was terrifying. No, wait, just a second. Ah, Navia. You're awake, good. Oh, Nivelette's actually here too. Okay. How did we do this? I must have been dreaming. Malice and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial. It looks like you're alright. Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug. The ruins you're exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling towards the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I... What is it? I think I saw 2 oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated. Wait, did you say oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vasha? The people that are dissolved become oceanids? Perhaps those 2 oceanids were the people you saw in your dream. I always told them they didn't have to protect me, to think that they'd keep doing so even after death. Kaiko, please come with me. Nivelette, are you okay? Huh? Well, I'm quite alright. Perhaps there's something we could chat about. Why are you so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows you're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right? I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself. Huh? Why did you just say so, then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about? I suppose so. By the way, Seedween sends her regards. Ah, Seedween, I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meripede has not been too much for her, has it? No way, don't worry, she's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse. I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Seedween would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity just as I have. Oh, and the Duke also says hi, even though Seedween made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happening lately. Thank you, I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meripede. Ah, he still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then. You're the expert here, Paimon. What should we talk about? So, Nivelette, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh? Yes, of course. Ah, this isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you? Yes, in fact, I'd arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They'd even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Oh yes! He was supposed to join us in Poisson, but this all happened too quickly. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here. Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly? I hope Navia can get back on her feet. Okay. We've got to carry on investigating. Phew, I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting now. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Nivelette? Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company. Alright, another one joins the party. Let's get going then. Okay, onwards. I hope we're going to go see that thing at the top that looked like a dice. A die, I guess. Because singular. Because I was intrigued, and it seemed to be the top of this building, and we are kind of in the building, so it's only logical that we climb to the top. And it was glowing and rotating, so I wonder if it, you know, is causing the primordial sea problems. Well, not all of them, obviously, but some of them. Wait, is that not the way we came in? Or maybe the door closed behind us? Oh, okay, yep, up the stairs. They're about to crumble, because it went into the zoomed in mode right before... Oh no, another stable path, watch your step. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what happened last time. I called it. Oh, what if I had fallen? Okay. I wonder if it, like, waited until I hadn't fallen? Until I made it to fall? Like, would it just restart if you fall? Ooh. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh, okay. It's restarted me from here. Okay. But I can't run too fast, otherwise I'm out of stamina again. And that won't end. Oh, okay, no, I ran too slow this time. Okay, you do need to run fast. I don't know how you're supposed to keep your stamina then, because I used up my stamina and then I didn't have enough stamina. Okay, maybe I can wait here for a bit. Let me try that again. Okay, let's go up here. And then up here, and then across here. And then up here. A few. Okay. In we go. Great, more hillagers. Watch out, there are rocks falling over here. Oh, okay, the door did close behind us. Okay, cool. Yep, the door opens automatically. Very nice. Okay, and then we gotta go. Okay, these stairs are falling too. Oh, and there are rocks, apparently. No! I missed. Let's try that again. Okay, let's go up here. It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up. Okay, we gotta... The nymph really did send us into the most dangerous ruins. Like, what is this place? Do you think Nouvellette grabbed Navia before she fell in the water? Or, like, she fell into the water, but, like... Or half fell in, you know. But he managed to grab, like, her mind. I wonder how quickly you... Maybe you dissolved pretty instantly. Maybe, like, her foot fell in? So she was, like, half in, half out, and then he could, like, grab her while she was, you know, mid-dissolve? Ooh. Lift. Wait, we didn't take us to that thing. We just skipped right past it. I don't know what that thing is. Hello? What is it? Okay, but that thing! What is it? What is that thing? Okay. Looks like we've reached the end. This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity. The past year had some twists and turns, but it turns out this place isn't actually that big. There seems to be something on the wall. Ooh! Thin slates. It seems that they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look? Perhaps we should just leave them here. Leave them be for now. There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be the first empty spot is missing. The surrounding walls also show signs of damage. There's something written below, let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what? It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does that mean that Fontaine should be destroyed? That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example. There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated, and there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same thing. She's facing the... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky? And is that Lady Furina in the third image? Did the Hydra Archon fall into the water? And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water? The fourth image, I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy. People will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydra Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Yes, they do seem to match. Ooh. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry. Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nouvellette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties. I was getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy is sure to come true. I really hope it doesn't mean that. Still, Paimon feels that these images are kind of weird when you look at them together. I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right? That's right, if the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the water's drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydra Archon herself falls into the water? And yet the order is reversed here. Second image is also quite concerning. What sin are the people in the image is confessing to? If we go by timing, Lady Furina only emerged in the third image. That means the person in the second image might be the previous Hydra Archon. Agaria then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the sky as if confessing a sin. Did she herself commit that sin, and if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this possibly be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone or some people once saw these slates? But who would have created these slates and left these words here? It seems any further clues will have to come from Furina. In that case, there's no time to lose. There's something else to be gained here, so let's head back first. Yeah, we better just get somewhere safer now. Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as the prophecy foretells or not. Oh. They are very cool. I like. But it's missing. Okay, well, let's claim my prize. And then let's go. Okay. Oh, I must have quite a few Hydra sigils now, so next time we go past that fountain, I should drop them in. See if we get any prizes. Let's sit up here. I'm going to check out what's happening with the spina. You know how it is. There are some things you just need to be there for yourself. You still have the energy for that, Navia? Time was already beat. Just head back to the Flusandra and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time. I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Keiko, I will go talk to Furina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you. Alright, see you tomorrow. Are you really going to talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? I'm getting a little scared now that it's come to this. She has long been harbouring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation. Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway. I will be carefully considering my words tonight. Kaiko, Paimon, our safe house at the Fusandra is always open to you, as ever, so please don't think you're an imposition. Alright, I'll be on my way then. Navia and Nouvellette both depart. You and Paimon head to the Spina di Rosla base at Flusandra. Okay. Ah, we're finally back. Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight. Yay, and there's good food too. Navia, no, the boss is the best. You did great as well, Paimon. Oh, desserts. Nice. These are all Paimon's. Phew, Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today. Is that Mona? Oh, that voice? Is that who I think it is? Huh? What is Mona doing here? Oh, is she from Fontaine originally? I think she might be. It's you two. What are you two doing in Fontaine? Mona? Did the stars not tell you that we might meet here? Seriously, nobody just uses the scryglass whenever they've got time just to see who they'll meet on the road. Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona? Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, I might add. Why do you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is it because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Monsanto surname? Yeah, let's go with that. Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me in as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really isn't amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan. Huh? It isn't? Nope, although it is used by us in place of surname, it generally just means great. Wow, imagine including a boast in your nickname. Wait, are you going to have to put that into your genealogy as well? I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Oh, and may I something? May I ask what your name is? Ashamansa Babeloth Trimagistus. Oh, what was your master's name, I guess? Oh, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something? My name means Mona, the great astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists. Thrice as great? That's so petty. I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but once she took me in, she changed her name to Trimagistus. Talk about excessive. Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's alright if you don't get it, you can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply. How about triple strict traveller or triple out-of-state Paimon? That sounds terrible. Anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right? Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dormanport, and I travelled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City. Well, that's a good thing then, at least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters. Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. The water, I mean. We know, Mona. We've been talking about this the whole time. Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona? That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the steamboat invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble. What do you make of the prophecy then, Mona? Mona, just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary. What I can tell you is that I am an astrologist and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of Ultivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. On the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful, it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake. A visionary sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist? Of course, the old hag could do it, and I bet there are others amongst those Hexen Circle colleagues of hers who could do something similar. I need to ascertain the accuracy of the prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with your master? Are you sure? Alright, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her. Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always. Well, there's something only I can do after all, so yes, your praises are quite welcome. That's the greatest of astrologers for you. Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best. Indeed, that's the spirit. Oh, sorry, I came to see what the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Sphina di Rosla. Oh, whoops, guess we're getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again. And there she goes, quick as a rushing water. And here we are with the Sphina guy giving us suspicious looks. Oh, we were making us ruckus. Try to keep it down next time, Paimon. Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Our Fontanian friends will thank us someday. After the conversation, you decided to get a good night's sleep to replenish your energy. Yeah, good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We need to go see Nicolette, so let's pack it up and get going. I feel like we're getting close. Things are happening. Things are definitely happening. I'm not quite sure what the things are, but we're even trying to get in touch with Mona's teacher. I'm trying to think if we will get in touch with Mona's teacher or if we just won't, and that will be kind of Mona's part done. I did think she was from Fontaine though, but maybe she's just not. Well, clearly she's not. She's from Mondstadt, which is good. Which is good. But what if you're like mixed? Would you still dissolve? You're here, finally. Is something wrong? Also, Nicolette and Lady Furina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself. Oh no. Like I said, I've already explained everything. And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please tell me where you stand. You are the Hydra Archon Fusiliers, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident. You mean they're all... We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say it's not small. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those? Seriously? You're questioning me like this in a court? You're questioning me like this is a court case now? I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say? That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, so one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy. The prophecy? The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydra Archon, Agaria, kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either? I don't. I've never seen such slates. I'll ask you again, do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates the Hydra Archon Agaria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you. All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself, and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry, I just don't have anything to tell you. Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Furina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydra Archon, but it is strange that you also should claim not to know any of Agaria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool, and yet your behavior is very inconsistent. Ha 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 ha. So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were the type. Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Udex, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Ah, the episode's about to start. Toodles! Oh. He's very unimpressed. Did Furina notice standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling, huh? She didn't seem to be in a mood to care if we were listening or in or not. She didn't seem to be troubled. She seems to be deliberately hiding something. I assume you've been outside for a while now? Oh, you noticed? Seems Furina didn't even realize you were here. She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, and a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is a basis for understanding, so why does she keep refusing to engage? I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. We need to make her understand how dire the situation actually is. Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak. Oh, like what? Normally people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario. Oh? But Furina's seen so many trials that she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets? We need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information that God possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this. In that case, we will need help. But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing? Oh, I think I know who to call. A few days later, on a boat somewhere in quiet Poisson. Are we gonna tell Arlecchino to, like, accuse Furina? It must be what's going on. Well, that's everyone, huh? Thinking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here. Poisson, which is involved in disasters, is presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice. And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh? That's what families should do, sit and enjoy a leisurely time together. It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup? Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend? Me? No, I don't think I can. Then how about you, good sir? I fear I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court. Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organise things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here. That was a little long-winded, don't you think? Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, Kaiko, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps. Oh, how intriguing. But it's just an expression, really, one that I just learned from Clarand, and used on the spot. So let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please. Huh? Didn't you just say that you'd be facilitating this? Oh, come on. Now, your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future. I see. And what does my boss say? He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on. Oh dear. So wholesome. Well, thank you for my student reminder. In that case, do any of you have experience in hunting? Not that I recall. Remene and I once used wooden stick and basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for the net, right, you were sick that day, weren't you? I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count? I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marchus Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms and other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So if we were to build a trap together right now, what would you choose to build it with? For me, I prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and actually enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques. You used some of the techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children. Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker, if I do say so myself. I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on. Calm and steady, exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish. And I can be their assistant. With discretion, I'm sure. I'll probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once brought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice and such. When based in the forest, they can attract others of their kind. I remember that you liked those too, didn't you? I did, and that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap. What about you, Monsieur Nivelette? I fear I do not have any related experience. That makes sense, you usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. I do have one more question for you, Monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it? I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal. Kind as always, however, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained. Wait, why's that? Only a hunter with a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin. So are we going hunting together? No, we hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor. If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. We shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god and bring a being whose seat is an exalted throne. That's right. Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting. Brown's hunting metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You would not call this a hunt, because that is not what you should do at present, nor has the relationship between you and Furina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secret she is keeping. Attempting to take our secrets is an act of sacrilegious disrespect that must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking to the waters as foretold in the prophecy. There is neither hunter nor prey, but there must be a trap. That is what you will need. Okay, I guess we've got to go to the... we're gonna have to stop before we actually get to this trap, because that is definitely a long one. But we can, you know, make some progress. I think this bit should be fine. I'm hoping the trap part will be very blatantly obvious so that we don't accidentally start a quest. But we should be good to do a little bit more. Hopefully just some more chatting. Or sleeping. This looks like it could be us going for a nap. Phew, it's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening. This meeting sure did make me hungry. Hyman didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh? Hyman thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Feminine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised. Do you feel more confident after the meetings, Paimon? Well, it's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing, but with you around, Paimon sure will do great. After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Huh. Is something wrong? Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all. No, I didn't. Then what's this? Alakino? Paimon's never seen this cup before. Don't be frightened, I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now. Ah, who's that voice? But there's no one here. Oh, is it Alice? Ah, have you forgotten me already? Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru. Wait, what? The voice in the sky? I fear the description is wrong, though not completely wrong. You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine after all. Who are you, and what do you want with us? Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim. Friend's disciple? This is one of the friends of Mona's master, the enigmatic N of the Hexen Circle? Oh. Allow me to ask you, will Fontaine's prophecy come true? The prophecy, yes, but has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future. What then is there any way we can stop it? I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Teyvat so easily be changed? There it is again, fate. Can there really be no exceptions? Ah, so you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspective of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze is not full? Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive? What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary. The tea in the teacup is just about gone as well. I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide no matter what will happen in Teyvat's future. All you need to do is to play your part. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today. The voice is gone. Mage N, is this the clue you're leaving for us? Unexpected news leads to complicated feelings. You lie in bed for a long time before finally falling asleep. When you wake up, someone appears to be outside. Huh? Paimon hears someone talking. Alright, coming. You're getting more diligent, Paimon. Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay? Well, I see I walked in on some lively banter. Mona, how have you been these past few days? Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that steamboat panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her. Did she have pink hair by any chance? Why, yes, it was Charlotte. You remember her, right? That daredevil journalist. I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words? That's right, Pam was glad to hear something sensible for once. Ah, yes, about what we discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Actually, someone already came over. Huh? You tell Mona about your mysterious guest. Goodness gracious, are you serious? I believe she came to pass a message to us. She has said that even the gods' gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right? Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named Anne, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that Anne's sense of direction is incredible and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she was still alive, she'd be, well, suffice it to say, that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and Anne's been around for longer than that. Whoa, the Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group, but they must really stay in shape to live so long. Her abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance. It wasn't like Paimon could understand anything she said. Yeah, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now. True, her words are meant to be as a helpful hint, but when will we realize their value and meaning? Was that the best answer that my question could have gotten? Keiko, Paimon, are you two alright? Oh, we're fine, we're just a little down right now. It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know? I see, I feel the same sense of desperation too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far, as I've seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for, and I believe in, miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful. Perhaps that's what Em was trying to tell you, not to lose heart and to believe that what you were seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes? Huh? You do have a point. There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that, the moment I start talking about work-related stuff. No, I need to get going. Don't worry about it, Mona, and thank you. It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence. Paimon kind of feels like moved by what Mona said, but also kind of sad too. Hey Keiko, Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go. Let's take a walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by. I'm looking at this and wondering how dangerous of an idea that is, because there's 4 minutes left, and going to the newsstand sounds pretty okay. That seems like a pretty normal thing to do. But what if it's not? But also, that's a very dangerous one to leave undone because that's so easy to accidentally trigger. I don't want to be doing my daily commissions and accidentally trigger it, so I'm going to go to the newsstand and hope it's quick. I will not be entering the palace though, if I can avoid it, or the opera house. Our names are written in the newspaper. What's going on? Maybe we're famous? Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued its noble autonomy, but that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. No recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh? Guess Charlotte still hasn't given up on that. Thus did an outlander friend become the focus of this report, a blonde adventurer with their white fairy, letters trailing in their wake. It is said that this mysterious traveller once visited the underwater fortress. Though the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveller contain surprises in spades. Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveller's Trail, Wild Walker. Huh? Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us, and we never even noticed her. She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's been using us as a subject matter instead. That sure seems to be the case. Seriously? Well, fine, those headlines and photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time. Oh no, don't keep leading me forwards! Okay, because I don't want to leave things in the city, because I'm gonna trigger them by accident when I'm trying to, like, do my reputation quests. Oh no! No! Okay. This is fine. We're here. Phew, Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat? No, don't go in! Oh no. Hey, quick, look, that's a limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake. It hasn't already sold out for the day. It was so delicious the last time we tried it, despite the tense situation we were in. Let's give it another go. I'm sure it'll be great. We can't let anyone get ahead of us. One slice of cake, please. Ah, someone showed up after all. Oh wait, you're the one from the Palais Memorania. Oh, are you here to buy cake too? Seems Monsieur Nouvelette was right, you really can eat. Wait, did he really say something like that? That's right, even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here. Do you come here often? Usually every day. Every day? It's part of my daily schedule apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee. Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore? What would you think? But why would it close? Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise tomorrow, you know, like in the prophecy. Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. Still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, then that wouldn't keep me from having some today. No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know? Huh? Don't be sad, excuse me. Gotta have 2 more slices of cake to go. These 2 slices are for you. Cedrine said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad. Oh, you know Cedrine? I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily. Yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food, so please try the cakes here. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, alright, bye. Eating, alright, bye. Oh, that was really nice. But also the fact that she thought we were sad and thought the only thing she knows about how to cheer people up is make them eat nice food. I mean, I'm pleased, but what a funny thing. And there she goes. Alright, let's dig in. Paimon sure this cake will be delicious. You share a glass of Paimon and snarf down the cake. It's more delicious than the last time, and the flavour gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here. Okay. I do kind of want to stop, but I don't want to leave things that I'm going to trigger by accident. We're in the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat. Oh no, not the Steambird! Is she outside or is she... But I'm gonna need to go past her later. We gotta talk to Charlotte because come Monday, I will want to go do my weekly reputation quest, and I'm not gonna be able to get there without going past Charlotte. So we're gonna have to go. Yeah, okay, it triggered a thing. Wow, if it isn't Kaiko and Paimon, have you seen the article I wrote about you? You've got some nerve. You use us to make some quick mora. Can we negotiate a profit split? Oh, you didn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though. It's alright, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food. Really? Oh, you're the best. You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know? Well, Paimon knows you're not like that. Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me? When Mona mentioned you, we thought of coming to see you at work. Ah, I see. It seems you've already bumped into Mona here in Fontaine. Did she mention me? What did she say? She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist. Ah, nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary traveller and Paimon? Huh? So article in the paper today doesn't count? No, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced. You seriously want to interview me? Yeah, are we even qualified enough? Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I need a few days to prepare. Oh, in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then. So that's a yes? Splendid. I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting and venues and props and... Phew, so much to get done. Talk to you later. Okay, please do not give us somewhere else to go. Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you. Huh? What's that? If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today? Ah, that's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine, but I'm still a journalist, first and foremost. That means I have a duty to reporting from the scene, and secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of yours. I just know what you're thinking, that sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it, if the nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finished my inclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless. And then, do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say I was born to be a journalist. Anyway, that's my answer, and on that note, I'll get back to my preparations. That's so nice, all of a sudden, Palmer actually kinda envies her. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? Okay. I think this might be conveniently placed. Okay. Don't take me to the sea, please. Oh no, it took me to the sea. The sea breeze and scenery can be pretty soothing combo, huh? Timer's been thinking. Yes? If it wasn't Fontaine, brought to that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do? No, Primer should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do? If I could choose, huh? It's just like Charlotte said, suddenly trying to consider what to do is pointless. We've always been moving to the next destination, so I haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things, and we didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot. Until that moment comes, I think I'll keep journeying on. You mean still travelling? Yes, cherishing every single moment that I have to look upon this world. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing? Your banter goes back and forth between the two of you as time slips by. As night falls, you return to your accommodations and end this busy day. The next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts the interview in the Spina di Rosala's safe house at the Flusandra. Navia, having finished her business in Poisson, even drops by to take a photo with the two of you. All goes well. Okay. Where's the you gotta go? That's so fair. It is about the end of the stream. I will be ending it as soon as this dialogue stops. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough. But it's still better than the Fortress of Meripede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too. Ah, the two of you are still here. Wonderful. Oh, you're from the Palais Memorania, aren't you? Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nivelette sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterwards you went to the Fortress. Oh, I heard that afterwards you went to the Fortress of Meripede. So you're under the impression that we might be wanted criminals? Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him. Let's hear it. Did something happen? Let's hear it. Yes, inside the Opera House, the Marcheuse Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot. A riot? Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious. Lady Furina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her, loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow and protests against the Hydra Archon started to break out. People started to put the blame on Furina. Guess they finally found an outlet for their pressure that they've been under due to the prophecy. I agree, people wouldn't actually rely on gods as is customary, but the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed. So what happened after that? Is Furina okay? Seeing the situation was spiraling out of control and the further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry. The Marcheuse Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Furina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing. So you mean she's still missing? That's right, the Marcheuse had dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She's a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her? I understand the situation. Good, Monsieur Nivelette sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else. Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed. Ah, is that so? Well, alright then, in that case, you two take extra care. I'll be heading back to the Palais now. Is that stage 1? Did Linny and Lynette start that? Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. You should call on quickly. If we know Furina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat. And as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone. When Nivelette was talking to her in the Palais Memorania, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse. It may be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon thinks Furina's probably taking the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve that sense of guilt. Try to relieve the sense of guilt she's feeling. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, and Paimon could do the analysis to back it up too. Cool, huh? I see. Becoming a detective's done you some good. Looks like those detective novels have had an effect on you. In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come. Okay, perfect. Because that is a location we don't normally go to, which means this is now a safe location. We're not going to accidentally trigger this quest anymore because we'd have to go to Poisson, and we're not going to go to Poisson. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If
if you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again and have a great day!